understood what they were saying. But here's what's the problem with that statement. Here's what's at the heart of that statement. All right. Most men, and I'm going to draw you all a picture. Okay. Most men say, right? They say they're looking for a queen. All right. Put some hearts on the screen, or put a yes, or put a crown up there if you have heard this over and over again. All right. Most men say they are looking for a queen. They're looking for a queen, someone to, and my crown looks a little short there, so let me give it one more piece. They say they're looking for a queen, someone to rule and reign with them. All right. But before you get to a queen, all right, before you get to a queen, you're going to encounter all kinds of women, right? In life, you are. I'm just having a little healthy talk moment here. You're going to encounter all kinds of women. All kinds. And so what God was saying to me, and what I really felt him saying in my spirit about this is that before you can even get here to this queen that you so desire, all right, how you speak, how you speak about women in general is going to really determine whether or not you even get to queen status. Because I'm going to tell you this, most women who carry themselves as a queen are listening to how you talk about the general female population. And so if you have a disregard, a serious disregard in your speech towards the general population of women, which may include her sisters, her cousins, her auntie, her mother, her grandmother, her fellow friends. Thank you, Lady Barbara. If your tone towards women in general is condescending, I just want to help you, gentlemen. You're not ready for a queen. You see, if you have to start your statement by saying, I'm looking for a queen who does X, Y, and Z, and not a woman who does X, Y, and Z, and all of the rest of it is condescending, by virtue of your statement, you need to hear your own self-talk. You need to hear your own self-talk. You need to understand why you have not come in contact with a queen. Because your own self-talk about women in general is stopping your flow from even ascending to even understand who a queen is. Your own self-talk lets me know that you probably wouldn't recognize the queen if she approached or if you passed by her. Okay? So if you're saying, I'm a man who's looking for a queen who can rule and reign with me, not some any old woman who can have babies and look cute, your mindset about women in general precludes you and disqualifies you from a queen. Because a man who's looking for a queen, all right, knows that there's a potential queen in every woman. I'm just trying to help some of you brothers out who are saying some stuff that you need to work on your self-talk. You need to work on what you're saying. I understand your heart, but you need to work on what you're saying. All right. So if you're looking for a woman who's a queen, understand that the women you encounter all have a queen in them. They just may not be your queen. And so you don't need to speak in a condescending manner about women in general just to point out what you want in a woman specific. Somebody make sure y'all quote me on that today somewhere. You don't need to speak condescendingly about women in general in order to speak well of the woman that you want in specific. All right? And so I just want to help somebody today. Gentlemen, if you say you're looking for a queen, please recognize the value in all of the other women who may not be your queen, but they're somebody else's queen. So you don't have to be condescending about what you see. And if you see something negative in the women that you encounter, then especially if you are a man of God, you really should be speaking to the queen in them. All right. There's a gentleman, I forget his name. It just came to me. R.C. Blake. Bishop R.C. Blake has an excellent teaching, not just for women, but for men as well, called the Queen Series. Some men need that series because they need to understand, how are you speaking to women in general? What are you saying about women in general? And if what you're saying about women in general is unhealthy, I am guaranteeing you there's no queen that is attracted to that. Real queens, real women of royalty are not attracted to men who speak condescendingly of all other women. Why? Because they know that could be them one day, that you're speaking condescendingly of, when you no longer recognize the value of that woman in your life. So, just a little note for the gentlemen in the room and in the audience. If you say you're looking for a queen, you say you're looking for someone to rule and reign with you, pay attention to how you are speaking of women in general, because there is a queen in all of us. They may not be your specific queen, but there's a queen in all of us. So if you don't see it, then speak to it. Speak positively of the women in your life. Honor the women in your life. And then God can send you a specific one that you can heap your honor upon. All right. Hope that was helpful. Now we're going to go into the Bad Food Bible. How and why to eat sinfully, as the author titled the book. And we're talking about meat today. If you are a meat eater or a seafood eater, you can put a